pop-up blind set up. We're gonna see if we can get that hog that's coming in the evenings. What's going on, guys? We're back at the ranch again. This time we're after some turkey. We got the shotgun sighted in. Put that new red dot on it, sighted in at camp, and we're in the pop-up blind now. Trying to see if we can get a few turkey to come in. It's a little windy. Got in about noon. It's about, I don't know, 4 or 5 right now. Trying to see if we can get a little evening hunt. If not, maybe we can locate them, come back in the morning. But yeah, we're gonna give it another go. And there's a hog that's been coming into this feeder in the evening, so if we don't get any turkey, we're gonna go after that hog. Hopefully he comes out this evening. We got the AR ready to go, and we've got the shotgun ready to go. So let's see what happens. Got the decoys out. Hopefully we can get them to come in. Showed up. There was a javelina. There was a javelina right over there. I saw it cross. And then it came across the sendero and literally ran right through here, through the middle of this cactus. Through the middle of that cactus in the blind. Almost ran little man over. Did it almost get you? It almost got little man. I mean, that sucker rubbed up against the blind. It came so close. I don't know why he decided to come right next to us from across the sendero. That was pretty wild. Shh, jump in here. Alright guys, I got the blind wide open. Open the door all the way up. There's 3 javelina. I want to see how close I can film them. Don't worry, I got my handy dandy. Let's see how close we can get, guys. Spooked 2 of them on my first step out of the blind. But there's one still hiding right over there. I can see it. These things are stubborn. Look, it's right over there. I can see his butt sticking out right over there. Now he's gone. Alright, now he's gone. Alright guys, I'm gonna take advantage of this little evening to fill up my water trough. We'll get back on the turkey in the morning. And the hogs also is showing up in the morning as well, so we're gonna hunt out of the big blind in the morning, see if we can get that hog. And then we're gonna get back in the woods. So I try and see if I can get a turkey. We're gonna get in this mesquite thicket back in here tomorrow. We'll pick a little spot. We'll set up in there and we'll call him. Look, 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 there he is. Look, there he is. See him over there? I'll tell you, they're stubborn little critters. Look at him. He's staring me down. Look at him. See him right over there? Let's see. Little Mexican standoff. Look at that. These things are not very scared of us. Look at them. All right, let me go grab the truck. I'm gonna fill up this trough right here real quick. All right, we're gonna go fill that trough up. Man, it feels good now. That wind died down a little bit and it's nice and cool. One thing about in the spring, it's almost 8 o'clock and it's still plenty of light. Got about another 15-20 minutes of light. All right guys, well, we're topping the trough off. It's almost done. It's almost to the top. I got a bigger one down there at the back. I'm gonna go check it, see if it needs some water. If not, I'm gonna go dump the rest of the water in another one that I have up the hill. But anyhow, just gonna show you the sunset. Sun's going down. We're about to go to camp, light the grill, get some dinner going. Really good, huh, Papa? Yeah. And little man's torta is ready. All right, guys, we're gonna get some dinner. Got some chips, queso. Our tortas are done. You like yours, Papa? Mm-hmm. And we're gonna get a little shut-eye. Get up early in the morning, see if we can go locate them turkeys. See if we can get on one. All right, see y'all then. All right, we're gonna hit this call right over here. And there's some big tall trees all back in here. I don't know if they roost up in there or not, but we're gonna give it a shot.
I heard it.
Did it? Alright guys, we got the decoys out. We heard some gobblers down over in the neighbors that way, but they're out a pretty good ways. We're gonna call them, see if we can get a response. I hit them with the owl call and I heard them. Let's see if I can get another location with this one. It sounded like they were pretty good ways out. They didn't sound that far at all in the beginning, but it's like they came off the roosting and they went that way. Because I don't even hear them now. We may have to go to the second spot. I'm gonna try a couple of times. If I don't get anything, I'm gonna move over to the next spot. We're set up in the sendero. We're tucked up against the woods right here, a little cubby hole.
There's our turkey up there.
We got the decoys over there. And a crossway with 2 senderos. Hopefully we can pull them out. We can hear them gobbling over there on that side. trying to get him to come over here. Maybe walk down the Sendero from either direction and go to the decoys. We're gonna keep calling him and see if we can get him to come over here. All right, guys, we came back to camp to make some breakfast. Man, we called those turkeys for a while, but we just couldn't get them to come in. They were hung up on the other side of that fence. So we're gonna get some breakfast, and then we're gonna go try another spot in the back. A bunch of little mesquite trees. We're gonna set up in there and see if we can get them over there. We got a pop-up line already set up there, so we're just gonna put our chairs in it and hang out by the feeder. All right, let me get breakfast done, and we'll get back out there. Got some biscuits, some egg, got some sausage, some cheese on it. I'll melt that cheese and put them together. Time to eat. We're gonna go set up in that pop-up blind we put up yesterday. This is the feeder that they've been coming to around this time. So we're gonna set up in there. See if they show up today. All right, little man's grabbing the decoys. With no luck. It's already getting a little warm. We're gonna go back in and come back out again this evening. All right, guys, we're back out this evening. We're just kind of driving around the ranch, see if we can locate some turkey. We're gonna call them from right here. We're back in the box blind. We're gonna give it a go, see if the hog shows up. We called for some turkey out front of the property earlier, but we didn't get any response. It's kind of windy too, so we're gonna hang out back here and see if we can get that hog. And then in the morning we're gonna come back and see if we can get in this mesquite thicket back in here and see if we can call some turkeys. It's just figuring out how to hunt them down here, but we're not gonna give up. We're gonna keep trying, see if we can get us one. The javelina just showed up. We're kind of hoping the hog shows up. Alright, those javelina ran off finally. Still waiting to see if the hog's gonna show up. We're getting down right now. The hog didn't show up. It's already getting kind of dark. I'm gonna hit my owl call. There's some tall trees back here in this area. I'm gonna see if I can't roost some turkeys, just to get an idea for tomorrow morning. See if they're gonna be in that area or not. All right, guys, it's our last morning. We're going to come down here. we're gonna hunt by this feeder. It's the feeder they've been showing up to. So we're gonna give it a little while, see if we can get them to come in here. We're down to our last hour. If we don't make nothing happen here within the next hour or so, we're gonna call it a day. Time to head back home. Man, these turkeys are tough to hunt in South Texas, I'll tell you that. With all this brush, there's not really much to set up. At least not on our property. It's so thick in here. I'm set up in a little area where I normally hunt for deer around my feeder. It's got an open little meadow, so. And they've been coming to this feeder. I'm just kind of waiting for them to show up. Last 3 or 4 times that they've come, we've seen them early in the morning, and I've seen them twice at my feeder on camera. Between 10 and 11 in the morning. Now that's not to say that's going to be every day, but that's what time we set up for them. So, see what happens. But yeah, it's tough, man. All right, guys, we're headed out of here. This hunt was a bust. Turkeys 1, hunters 0. We hunted hard, about 2.5 days. We called that way, we called over to that side. We heard some turkeys over on that end, but they were too far out. We couldn't get them to come into the property. And then we hunted in the back several times. We finished off the day hunting back there in that pop-up line. That's the feeder they were coming to, but they didn't show up this morning. But anyhow, this hunt's a wrap. We're on our way home. We got to get back. We're going to schedule another hunt to come back maybe in a couple of weeks. It is the first weekend of turkey season, so we still got time. But we're going to wrap up this one and head on home. We'll see you on the next one.